I think the thing that a lot of people in the U.S., especially in the West Coast and maybe, more tense areas in the East Coast, like their stress levels and cortisol levels, this is so real. This is not, they led a really busy, hard life and that's why they had a heart attack. I mean, yes and no. I mean, it's an actual buildup of physiologically of hormones and neurotransmitters that are bad for you, and chronically they actually are going to start destroying the lining of your vessels, cause early dementia, and it's going to get you. It's not that you're just overdoing it and you need to sleep a little bit more. No, you need to really take a step back and see what you need to do about your health, because there's things that are happening to you that you just aren't aware of. So it's rough out there.
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth. I've got so many patients that come in and they're worried about one spot on their face, but they're otherwise, look pretty great and they're in pretty good shape. If they would just focus on their health, they'd look amazing and they'd feel way better. I've never looked at a building that I was thinking about purchasing. I don't purchase buildings, but if I did, I wouldn't look at a building and disqualify it because one brick had a chip in it or something like that. They're worried about a chip in one brick and the entire building of their body. They just need to lift weights, eat well, stay active, be around friends and family, remove things from their lives that cause them a lot of stress needlessly. I mean, we're not talking about family and kids and that kind of thing. But I've got so many patients. I'm like, if you just had a smile on your face, if you just were doing things a little bit differently in your life, you would look much better. And they're like, well, I'm aging. I'm like, I know.
Guess what?
I know we all are, and during that time, the lead up to my stroke, I noticed I could see signs of arteritis or like issues with blood flow to specific parts of my body. Like I could see signs that something was up. And I was telling Yolande, the young woman that was with me the first trip that I was here, she asked me later, why didn't you slow down? I mean, there's a lot of reasons why, but it's like I knew something was coming. I just didn't know when, and I knew it was soon. And a couple of weeks before I'd gone on that trip, I was sitting in the OR, and we're talking constantly in the operating room. It's weird, actually, if an OR goes silent, that means something's wrong. And I just made a comment to everybody. Somebody said, well, you're going to be doing this for 10 more years. And I don't know what prompted me to say it. I was like, I may not be around here that much longer doing this, And looking back, I don't even know why I said that. And sure enough, 2 weeks later, I'm I'm unemployed in my own office on disability. Having to rethink my entire life. One amazing thing about this whole situation is like your priorities. Like people would say, well, your priorities, you can see them much more clearly when things become dire, but you see them really clearly. And I know this, that if I'm not doing things that I think are important to me and the people in my life in the next 6, 12, 18 months and I have another stroke, I'll be fucking pissed. If I'm back in the office and I'm doing a bunch of things that I feel like I don't need to do, that would be upsetting. But if I've taken care of my life, my sons, my family, my friends, and I had another stroke, I'm okay with that.